Hey friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans, and once again we are voicing over this video. I am talking about recipe planning. I was originally using the Planner Perfect, which is the one that's the Traveler's Notebook, and actually, back that up. Originally, I was using Happy Planner Recipe Book as my recipe book, but then I had switched to the Planner Perfect when I kind of changed how I was meal planning. So I'm trying to think of what I'm even talking about. So the way that I meal planned was to, I use a Planner Perfect 12-month book. There's old videos that you could probably go back to and see how I kind of set it up. But I would use a Planner Perfect 12-month, and I would use the month as my, like where I meal planned, and then I would use the pages in between as my grocery list. And because I had a book like that, which was the A5 size, I used a traveler's notebook and I used her recipe books in order to like have it all there together. Since then, I have changed my method and I am no longer recipe planning or meal planning that way. I use a Lights Planner action book or like a notepad because I realized I didn't need to keep my grocery list. I didn't want my grocery list. But I had started putting my recipes in here. I have 3 books. I have a main dishes, I have a sides, and I have a baking book in there. And it worked pretty well. But I was starting to get frustrated with it didn't always stay open, or it was smaller, or whatever. So I had the overwhelming desire to go back to my Happy Planner recipe book recently. And my biggest issue that I had with that was honestly, I was just running out of room to put recipes. And I don't know why up to this point I never considered just getting bigger discs. I don't know what I was thinking. I also have no idea what I'm talking about here. I'm going to be honest. So I bought expander discs. Originally, the recipe book that I have, it's old. It's from a lot of years ago. Had red discs on it, and I just bought bigger expander discs so that I could put all my recipes in there. And I'm loving it. So the whole point that I'm trying to go on here is that I had decided today that this is my list, by the way, of recipes that were in my Planner Perfect that I needed to check to make sure I had it in my Happy Planner. Most of them I do, but I have a few, the highlighted ones, that I don't. And that's what I thought we would do today is do a couple of those recipes and put them on the sheets so that I could put them in. And I should have moved my camera up. I am sorry that my camera is kind of low for this Happy Planner size. I'm kind of used to using my B6, and so it's, and I do know what I'm talking about here is that the nice part about the Happy Planner is that when I do a side and I do a main dish, I can just pull out the side and I'm not flipping back and forth. Recently we had crab rangoons and General Tso's chicken. That's what was my point on that. I do remember that. Everything else is a blur. But anyways, I need to get all my recipes that I have in my Planner Perfect. I need to get those moved over into my Happy Planner book. I'm also talking about the nice part is that when I meal plan for a week, I can move all the recipes that I'm going to use that week to the front, so I'm not like flipping through the whole thing. I do know I'm talking about that. So that was another like benefit to going back to the Happy Planner. So I will ultimately decide to do 2 recipes. Originally, I was only going to do 1, but I decided that I'm going to do 2. I'm telling you this now because I'm going to put you on fast forward, which is what I intended to do anyway, and put you to music as you watch me actually put the page together. And then of course I came back and I showed you what I did and slowed everything down. And so I might pop back in then, but we're going to do these cheesy baked tacos. That's where we're going to start. And yeah, so I'm going to get my page ready to go. I'm going to pull, it takes me a little bit to decide which page I'm going to do because I have a couple different like designs for pages. And ultimately I decided to get one. I don't remember where these, like, again, these are older Happy Planners, but yeah, I'm going to get jumped in and start getting this planned out, and I will check back in when I get this first recipe done.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Okay, so I finished it. I I forgot that I was doing it in all caps, and so I was showing you that I accidentally wrote corn tortillas in lowercase. Whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. I could still read it, so I guess that's what's important. I mostly do all caps because I find it the easiest way to read it quickly. I was just showing you the books that I had used. I didn't use a lot of stickers. I kind of kept it simple, but I was showing the books that I had used for the few things I did. I also had stamped out those alpha stamps I just got from Amazon a while ago. And I think I was saying that I could take a picture and kind of cover up that bottom the next time I make this meal because I didn't have a picture of it either. But yeah, so I'm putting it back in, and it's about here that I'm like, well, I could probably do another one. Maybe something short. So I go and I cross off my list. Eventually, once all these are moved over, I'll take this out of here because I won't need this anymore. And I think I ultimately decided I only had a few left, but I didn't really want to do another big recipe. So ultimately, I decide that I'm going to do the green bean casserole recipe because it's a pretty short one. And that way that one was done too. So that is the next thing that I do. That will be in my side section. And ultimately I do decide to go with one of those smaller sheets because I was going to do a big sheet, but I was like, wow, that feels really big for, my purposes. So I do go track down those. Again, those are Happy Planner. The little mini sheets are from Happy Planner years ago. I don't think you can find them anymore. I have not seen them anywhere, so most likely you can't find them anymore. But anyway, that's what I decided to do. Another quick recipe, and it takes me like 2 seconds to do because it takes me longer, I think, to stamp the thing than it does to do anything else. So anyway, that is what I'm going to do next, and I'll check in at the very end again after I do my green bean casserole. Okay, so I really couldn't decide what to put down on this, and I really wish that I had just like a front sheet instead of like a front and a back, because it really even this size sheet is like way too big, which I do think I mentioned and show you like what I have done for small recipes in the past. It's in the back. I don't know how much you guys care about these recipe plan with me's. They are one of those things that it kind of keeps me accountable and make sure that I'm like putting in my recipes and all that stuff. That's the half sheet thingy that I was saying that like I could have used that. Like this is such a small recipe, but that's okay. It's done on this sheet, so it is what it is, and I can always like write down some notes or whatever later. But anyway, that is a recipe plan with me. I hope that it wasn't too boring. Hopefully my audio works better for my videos next week, because this was a unexpected surprise this week. So yeah, hopefully that's stops being an issue. Because I have no idea what I'm ever talking about in these videos. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I will keep working on my recipes and get them all added in. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.